I'm so excited for you. You are here showing up for yourself to learn how to turn your reels into revenue. And I ain't mad at you, honey. So I'm going to walk you through this guide and show you exactly some of the tips that I highly recommend when it comes down to being intentional about growing your business and turning your content into clients. What? Post into patients. All right, we here for it. Let's get into it. Okay, so here is the Reels to Revenue guide. This is the ultimate guide to help you as a health and wellness professional to create simple content that establishes authority and builds revenue. Let's get into this. So I'm Journey. You can read this in the guide. I am a massage therapist myself, and I have gone beyond the table to help manual therapists and health, beauty, and wellness practitioners build thriving practices by way of leveraging social media with simple content that connects and converts. So here's where we are right now. I'm just giving you a quick walkthrough and adding some value between like what you read, so that way you really can digest it and understand all of the things that's in this guide. So we need to set the tone, okay? And I really need you to connect with these questions so that way you know that what you're doing has meaning. So your starting point. When it comes down to marketing on social media, why are you posting on social media? And I know it can just go without saying and say, like, I want to grow my business, but it's like the mindset that you have connected to social media is anywhere in the, I don't like social media, you know, it's overwhelming, it's too depressing, it's too blase, without having that intention set behind, I really just want to connect with other people in my community, build a clientele, have collaborations. If you're not going into it with the mindset of, I really just want to establish my authority, establish my business and help other people, all of that energy is going to be felt. And so really connecting with your why as it relates to posting on social media is so crucial as a starting point. And the same with, to what capacity are you invested to promoting your business? Because so often you hear the gurus, right, say that we have to post every single day on social media. But the way that I teach content, when it's really effective, you don't have to post every single day. Depending on where you are, you may not need high volume of posts going out. And it's okay to start with putting out about 3 posts every single week. So just leaning into what is that capacity of you willing to invest time into social media, because that goes back to your why of you connecting with that community. Okay. And once you have identified that, it helps you to identify with your who, right? Because you understand your mission. And so who are you writing content for? And what are their expectations and where are they currently at in their life? To what capacity are they understanding that with your content now? And how can you create that wave of clarity moving forward, right? Really connecting with your who is the overall purpose of us being able to promote our business on social media, right? So then defining your intention as a whole. What is your intention behind your next post? What is your main goal? Is it to be informative? Is it to educate? Are you selling in this post? Highly recommend, right? And are you being entertaining? Because that is okay as well. And so it'll be the reason why you're able to post content and get the clients that you want a lot more faster. So there's 4 types of reels that I highly recommend that you create. I'm gonna call this the essentials. So B-roll content. Like, you guys, like, let's just keep it simple. People need to see that your business is open, and for you to be able to connect with real people. And so talking to camera videos allow you to be able to build trust with people. Also, it allows you to establish your authority, which is really important. And B-roll content allows you to stay consistent. So if the time consuming part of social media was you doing a lot of talking to camera videos, you can pick up the camera and talk for 2 out of those 3 posts that I recommend. And one of those can be B-roll content. And B-roll content looks something like, you know, you sitting at your desk, you going for a walk, you're just getting clips of you being an actual person. You know, there's so many different variety of examples out there. So I can definitely dive into that a lot more later. But just think about you just being the content, recording yourself in everyday life and allowing that message that you have to say to connect with your person. So whether you're reading a book in the living room, whether you are, you know, washing your dishes, you can say something that's so valuable to your ideal clients and it still resonates, especially in the health and wellness industry where we talk about concepts and have conversations based around day-to-day activities and life in general, right? So again, as far as keeping it simple, 5 to 15 second clips is just really all you need when it comes down to most reels, unless you're talking to camera and really pouring in that value, or really giving that insight. 5 to 15 seconds, 5 to 7, 10 to 15, think of it that way. And here's a couple of hooks that you can use to go ahead and get started. People have such low attention spans nowadays, and if you're able to capture their attention, this allows you to be able to stay at the top of someone's mind. So when it comes down to consistency, again, making sure that you are thinking about your energy levels as it relates to you being able to put out content, and having this B-roll content and having these short clips will allow you to be able to say, hey, look, I have this talking to camera video. I have this post that I really want to put out, and I'm just going to chop it up and be able to do all these certain type of things, because this is how you're going to be able to post consistently on the platforms without burning yourself out. Also, as part of the essentials, we have content that speaks directly to your who. You must be talking to your who all of the time, right? This is the fastest way for you to be able to really get your clients to identify that you can help them. Right? So it's so easy to say that my services help everyone, but when it comes down to it, how are you articulating how your service helps people? Because yes, there can be a multitude of people who could come in, but when you really get connected with who your who is and start to call them in, this makes it a lot more sufficient when it comes down to creating quality content. And so you're also doing that when you get down to this last part, when I say content that showcases your expertise. Right? This builds credibility and establishes your authority by telling people exactly who you help and how you help them. Now, notice I've been talking about authority a lot because, we want to be able to build that know, like, and trust with our people, right? We want them to get to know us. We want them to like us, right? And we also want them to trust us. At least 2 out of the 3 is always sufficient, because people will still pay when it comes down to seeing that you are a very knowledgeable person. Showcasing your expertise, very similar to this example how I have today. I helped a client who worked a stressful job release some shoulder tension. Here's what we discovered. However that applies to you, you are telling a story based off of how you help the person with this information. This establishes you as that authority, as I've been mentioning continuously, and it also builds that trust. Because most of the times, out of the 2 out of 3, trust is the reason why most people don't take action. Okay, so when it comes down to the bonus that I said I would mention into this video, it's call to actions. Because after you have created content like this, where you're calling in your who and you're showcasing your expertise and you're letting them know that you have the solution to their problems, right? You must invite them in and let them know that, hey, it goes further than me just giving you this insight through my content. I have the solution, and it's one that you have to experience by coming into my world and working with me. So call to actions, inviting them in to book an appointment with you, right? Getting really comfortable with doing that, because sales is service, and you don't want to just post a lot of valuable content and leave people on a cliffhanger. They're coming to you because they want to be able to support your business. If they're in your followers, they're okay with being sold to. And it's just about being able to present it in such a way that is very much generous and with integrity. Okay, so that was pretty much that within a nutshell. I really want you to grow into learning how to make this your own, right? Really getting comfortable with selling your services and understanding that sales is service. And also understanding that, in order for us to really truly make money as health, beauty, and wellness practitioners, we must be selling on a consistent basis. And we also must get comfortable with having this balance of creating content that connects with our audience and creating content that's going to convert them. We have to always know that there's someone in our audience who needs what we offer. We just have to activate them to move through that buyer's journey. Okay, so have fun with this, turn your reels into revenue, and I can't wait to hear how it's working for you. Ciao.